Welcome back to the Boost English Skill Podcast, your daily English boost.
Hello, everyone. It's really lovely to have you with us for another conversation.
It is. It feels like we're just sitting down for a chat with friends.
That's the best feeling, a cozy chat. So, hello again, Luna.
Hello, John. Always good to talk with you.
For anyone joining us for the first time, my name is John.
And I'm Luna. We're so glad you found us.
Today, we're talking about something I think everyone feels sometimes. The episode is called The Difference Between Being Busy and Being Productive.
It's a big difference, and it's really important to understand.
We're speaking at a B1 level today. That means clear, natural sentences, some simple idioms, and everyday storytelling.
But if you're a strong beginner, maybe at an A1 or A2 level, please don't be nervous.
That's right. Just relax and listen to the flow. Enjoy the conversation like you're listening to music. You'll understand a lot.
And as always, if you enjoy our podcast, we'd be so grateful if you could like, subscribe, and share it.
It helps more wonderful people like you find our little podcast. Thank you.
So, John, busy versus productive. It sounds simple, but I think it's a trap many of us fall into.
It really is a trap. We often wear busy like a badge of honor. Oh, I'm so busy.
Yes, we say it with a mix of stress and pride, but productive feels different. It feels like quiet satisfaction.
Quiet satisfaction. I like that phrase. So, what's the core difference, do you think?
I think being busy is about activity. It's about doing many things, moving fast.
And being productive is about progress. It's about moving toward a specific goal.
Exactly. You can be busy all day but not move forward at all. You just spin in circles.
Like a hamster on a wheel, running, but staying in the same place.
That's the perfect image, a hamster wheel. That's busyness.
So productivity is getting off the wheel and actually walking somewhere.
Walking somewhere meaningful, to a place you want to go.
But why is it so easy to stay on the wheel? Why do we choose busy?
I think because busy feels safe. It feels like we're doing our job. If we're moving, we're not lazy.
Society rewards busyness, you know? Look how hard they work.
But they don't ask, what are you actually achieving? They just see the motion.
And motion is easy to see. Progress is sometimes invisible, at least at first.
That's so true. Learning English is like that. Some days you study for an hour and feel like you learned nothing.
But your brain is making connections. The progress is invisible that day.
It shows up later when you suddenly understand a movie scene or have a conversation.
That's real productivity, even if the day you studied felt slow or even unbusy.
So one key is to look for results, not just activity. What was the outcome?
Let's think of an example. A busy workday versus a productive workday.
Okay, describe a busy workday first.
A busy workday. You come in, your email is full. You answer emails all morning. Then you have 3 meetings, but they aren't very focused.
And you're constantly checking your phone for messages.
Yes, and you eat lunch at your desk while reading news articles. Then the afternoon is more emails and small tasks.
You leave the office feeling exhausted, but when someone asks what you did, you can't really name one big thing.
You just say, I was so busy, and you feel drained.
Now, a productive workday.
A productive workday. You start by looking at your 1 or 2 main goals for the day.
Maybe it's finishing a report or planning a project.
You schedule time for that big task first. You close your email for 2 hours.
Wow, closing email? That's brave.
It is, but it's necessary. You work on that one important thing. You make real progress.
Then you have a meeting, but it has a clear agenda. You make a decision in the meeting.
You take a real lunch break away from your desk. In the afternoon, you handle necessary emails, but in a batch.
And you leave feeling like you moved the needle. You accomplished something.
You might not be as physically exhausted, but you feel a sense of purpose.
That feeling is completely different. It's energizing, not draining.
So the busy day spreads your energy thin. The productive day focuses your energy.
Like sunlight through a magnifying glass. Scattered sunlight is warm, but focused sunlight can start a fire.
That's a great analogy.
Productivity is about focusing your energy to create fire, to create something.
Busyness is just being warm and scattered. That sounds nice, but it doesn't create change.
It doesn't. So how do we switch from busy to productive? What's the first step?
I think the first step is planning, but not a huge, complicated plan.
Just asking one question in the morning. What is the one thing I need to do today?
The one thing that, if you did it, would make today successful.
And then you protect time for that one thing. You treat it like a very important meeting with yourself.
That's the hard part, protecting the time. The world loves to interrupt us.
It does. So we have to be a little bit strict. We have to say, this hour is for my important task.
And that might mean saying no to other things, even good things.
That's a skill we talked about last time. Saying no is a superpower for productivity.
Because if you say yes to every small request, you say no to your big goal.
That's a powerful way to think about it. Every yes is a no to something else.
I want to ask our listeners something about this.
What's that?
I'm curious about their day. Does it feel more like the busy day or the productive day we described?
That's a good question. You don't have to tell us details, but maybe just think about it.
Or if you want, you can share in the comments. We love to hear what your typical day feels like.
It helps us understand you better, and maybe we can talk about solutions together.
So another big difference is the feeling at the end of the day. The busy feeling is often anxiety.
Anxiety? Why?
Because you are moving fast, but you have a feeling you forgot something. You didn't finish anything properly.
Ah, that makes sense. It's a shallow, nervous energy. You're always thinking, what's next?
And you can't relax in the evening because your mind is still running.
But after a productive day, you can truly relax. You can close the book on that project, at least for today.
You have closure. Your mind is at peace because you know you moved forward.
So productivity actually creates more space for rest. Busyness steals rest.
That's a huge point. Being busy makes you need more rest, but also makes it harder to rest.
It's a terrible cycle. You're tired, so you're less effective, so you work longer to catch up, so you're more tired.
The hamster wheel goes faster and faster.
We have to be brave and stop the wheel, even for 30 minutes.
And do the one important thing. That takes courage.
It does. It feels risky to ignore the ringing phone, the pinging email.
But the reward is so much better. Real progress.
Let's talk about technology. It's the great amplifier of busyness, I think.
It really is. Notifications are designed to interrupt us, to create a sense of urgency.
Urgent is the enemy of important. We respond to urgent messages and forget important projects.
So a practical tip is to turn off notifications for everything except maybe true emergencies.
Schedule times to check email and messages, maybe 3 times a day.
It sounds impossible, but it changes everything. You get your focus back.
And your focus is where your power is, your productive power.
This applies to English learning too, you know? Scrolling through vocabulary apps for 5 minutes here and there feels busy.
But sitting down for 20 focused minutes of listening practice, that's productive.
Even if you only do it 3 times a week, that focused practice will move you forward faster than scattered, busy practice every day.
Quality over quantity. That's a classic rule for productivity.
It is. Another thing about busy people is they multitask a lot.
Ugh, multitasking, the myth of doing 2 things at once.
Research says our brains can't truly focus on 2 things. They just switch back and forth very fast.
And that switching costs energy. It makes us slower and more prone to mistakes.
So answering emails while in a meeting means you do both badly. You're not really listening and your emails have errors.
Single tasking is the productive way. Do one thing, finish it well, then move on.
It feels slower, but it's actually faster in the end because you don't have to go back and fix mistakes.
And the work is better quality. You feel more pride in it.
So we need to fight the cultural idea that doing one thing is lazy. It's actually smart.
It's efficient. It's professional.
Let's talk about the role of energy. Not all hours of the day are the same for productivity.
That's so true.
I am a morning person. My brain is sharpest before noon.
And I'm more of an afternoon person. My creative energy comes later.
So if I try to do my most important thinking work in the afternoon, I'll struggle. I'll be busy but not productive.
And if I try to write early in the morning, it's like pushing a heavy rock uphill.
So part of being productive is knowing yourself, knowing when you have your best energy.
And then putting your most important task in that golden time.
Protect that golden time like it's treasure because it is. It's your productive treasure.
The rest of the day can be for meetings, admin, emails, the busy work.
But your prime time is for your prime work.
This is a very personal thing. Everyone's rhythm is different.
You have to experiment. Notice when you feel clear, when you feel stuck.
And design your day around that. It's a form of self-respect.
I think that's a key idea. Productivity is a form of self-respect. You respect your own time and energy enough to use it well.
Busyness is often a form of neglecting yourself. You just give your time away to whatever shouts loudest.
You treat your own priorities as less important than other people's emergencies.
And that feels bad after a while. It feels like you're not in control of your own life.
So productivity is about taking back control, making intentional choices.
Even if you only take back 1 hour a day, it makes a difference. You feel like the author of your day, not just a character in it.
The author, I love that. You're writing the story.
Okay, another angle. What about rest? Is rest productive?
That's a fantastic question. In a busy culture, rest looks like laziness.
But real, intentional rest is incredibly productive. It recharges your batteries.
A true break, a walk, a nap, staring out the window allows your brain to solve problems in the background.
How many times have you struggled with a problem, then taken a shower, and the solution appears?
All the time. The shower is my best thinking place.
So that shower break was productive. It produced a solution. It wasn't busy, but it was effective.
So we need to schedule rest like we schedule work. See it as part of the productive process.
Not as a reward for being busy, but as a necessary fuel for being productive.
That changes everything. You don't feel guilty for taking a break.
You see it as strategic. You're investing in your next period of focus.
This is a good place to check in with our listeners again.
How are you doing? How much of this conversation are you understanding?
We're using natural phrases and idioms today. It's great listening practice.
If you're catching the main ideas, that's perfect. You don't need every single word.
Just the flow. That's how you improve. So give yourself credit.
So we've talked about planning, focus, single tasking, energy, rest. What about measurement?
Measurement? Like, how do you know you were productive?
Yes, a busy person measures their day by hours worked, emails sent, tasks checked off a list.
But a productive person measures by outcomes. I finished the proposal. I learned 10 new words and can use them.
I had a meaningful conversation with my kid. That's an outcome too.
Absolutely. Productivity isn't just for work. It's for life. Did you move forward in something that matters to you?
So at the end of the day, maybe ask, what was my outcome, not how busy was I?
That simple question can change your tomorrow. You start planning for outcomes, not for activity.
It shifts your mindset completely.
I want to touch on a feeling that might come up, the feeling of guilt when you're not busy.
Oh, that's a big one. If you sit still for 10 minutes, you feel like you should be doing something.
That's the busyness culture talking. It tells us our value is in our constant motion.
But our value is in our being, not just our doing, in our ideas, our presence, our relationships.
So fighting that guilt is part of the journey. It's okay to sit and think. That's not lazy, that's human.
And often, that's where the best ideas are born, in the quiet spaces between the busyness.
We have to make friends with quiet. It feels strange at first if you're used to noise.
But quiet is where you hear your own voice, your own priorities.
And that voice will tell you what is truly important to work on.
So maybe the most productive thing you can do some days is to sit quietly and listen to yourself.
That's a profound idea. Listening to yourself is productive work.
Because it gives direction to all your future actions. It stops you from just being busy for the sake of it.
This has been such a rich conversation. I feel like we could keep going.
Me too. But let's try to bring it together for our listeners.
The main message is this: busyness is about motion, productivity is about direction.
You want to move with purpose, not just move a lot.
Start small. Tomorrow, pick one important outcome for your day.
Protect 1 hour of focused time to work toward it.
Turn off your notifications during that hour.
See how it feels. You might feel a little anxious at first, but then you'll feel a sense of power.
The power of getting something meaningful done.
And remember, this applies to your English goals too. One focused listening session is better than hours of distracted background noise.
We believe in you. You can make this shift from busy to productive.
It's a journey, and we're on it with you.
We're coming to the end of our time. Thank you so much for listening today.
Your time is precious, and we're honored you spent it with us.
If today's conversation was helpful, please help us out by liking and subscribing to the Boost English Skill podcast.
And sharing it with a friend is the kindest thing you can do. Thank you.
We'll be back soon with another calm conversation to help you think and learn.
Until then, be kind to yourself. Choose direction over motion.
Have a wonderful, productive day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.